Welcome to Lahari Lectures. In this video, you can watch one word question and answers computer science from question 951 to 1000. Let's watch. First question. Which level describes the complete logical structure of the database? Conceptual level. The mapping between the external and conceptual level provides logical data independence. The mapping between the conceptual and internal levels provides physical data independence. Next question. A user can access only the data relevant to them through the external schema. The internal level specifies storage structures and access paths, which can changes requires only modification at the external level, changing the screen format of a user's report, which can best illustrate logical data independence. Adding a new attribute to the conceptual schema without changing external views. Next question. Which can best illustrate physical data independence? Replacing a B-tree index with a hash index without changing the conceptual schema. Which SQL language is used to define the structure of a database? DDL, Data Definition Language. Which SQL command is used to remove a table and its structure? Drop. Which language is used to retrieve and manipulate data in a database? DML, Data Manipulation Language. Which SQL command is used to add new rows to a table? Insert. Which SQL command is used to modify existing records? Update. Which SQL command is used to remove specific rows from a table? Delete command is used to remove specific rows from a table. Which command is used to retrieve data from a table? Select command is used to retrieve data from a table. Which SQL language controls user privileges? DCL, Data Control Language. Which SQL command grants privileges to a user? Grant command grants privileges to a user. Which SQL command removes privileges from a user? Revoke command removes its privileges from a user. Which SQL language manages transactions? TCL, Transaction Control Language. Which TCL command permanently saves changes made during a transaction? Commit command permanently saves changes made during a transaction. Which TCL command undoes changes made during the current transaction? Rollback. Which TCL command creates a point within a transaction to which you can roll back later? Save point. Which SQL command changes the structure of an existing table? Alter. Which command removes all rows from a table while keeping its structure intact? Truncate. DDL stands for Data Definition Language. The primary purpose of DDL is to define and modify the database structure. Which DDL command is used to create a new table? Create. Which DDL command is used to rename a table? Rename. Which command adds a new column to an existing table? Alter, table, add. Which command removes a column from an existing table? Alter table, drop column. Command removes a column from an existing table. Which command changes the data type of a column? Alter table, modify command changes the data type of a column. Which SQL command creates a new database? Create database command creates a new database. Which DDL command changes the name of an existing table? Rename command changes the name of an existing table. Which command is used to define constants while creating a table? Create table. Next question. Which command is commonly used to define the schema of a database? DDL command is commonly used to define the schema of a database. Which DDL command permanently removes a table along with its structure? Drop command permanently removes a table along with its structure. Which command preserves the table structure but removes all records? Truncate command preserves the table structure but removes all records. Next question. Which operation cannot be performed using the alter command? Insert a new row operation cannot be performed using the alter command. Which command is most appropriate to completely remove a table from the database? Drop command is most appropriate to completely remove a table from the database. Which command changes only the metadata schema without directly manipulating table rows? Alter command changes only the metadata schema without directly manipulating table rows. Next question, DCL stands for Data Control Language. The main purpose of DCL is to control access and permissions on database objects. Which DCL command is used to provide privileges to users? Grant command is used to provide privileges to users. Which DCL command is used to remove privileges from users? Revoke DCL command is used to remove privileges from users. The grant command is used for assigning permissions to users. Next question, the revoke command is used to remove previously granted privileges. Which privilege allows a user to retrieve data from a table? Select. Which privilege allows a user to add new records into a table? Insert. Which privilege allows modification of existing records? Update. Next question, which privileges allows deletion of records from a table? Delete. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. For more videos, please put a comment in the comment section. Thank you.